I stayed in a relationship way past its expiration date. I stayed because I couldn't bear the hurt of leaving, so I chose a slow death over the pain of becoming. I told myself I was being patient. I told myself that I just work harder at it, things would improve. But the truth is, I was terrified of the pain, terrified of starting over, terrified of admitting that I'd wasted years building my life around someone who had already left emotionally. So I stayed comfortable, and comfortable is not a place conducive to growth. Because here's what no one tells you about staying in your comfort bubble. It doesn't feel like dying. Stagnation never does. You wake up, you go through the motions. You convince yourself that, oh hey, this is just normal adult life. But underneath, you're rotting. Your creativity dies, your energy dies. The person you could become dies. You don't even notice because the pain is so slow, so painless, so comfortable. Until one day she tells you it's over. And suddenly, the suffering you spent 5 years avoiding crashes into you all at once. I was destroyed, completely broken. But here's the thing about suffering. It doesn't just break you, it exposes you. All those excuses I'd make during the relationship. Oh, I don't have time to write. Or I'll create when things settle down. Or no, I'm not inspired. This breakup burned them all away. Suffering strips away everything until only the essentials remain. The suffering forced me to face the truth I'd been avoiding. I wasn't stuck because of the relationship. I was stuck because I chose stagnation. I chose the familiar path of inaction over the great unknown of action. Now I want to be clear about something. I'm not telling you to go seek suffering. I'm not David Goggins. I'm not telling you to wake up at 4 a.m. and run until you vomit and pee blood. No, that's not my point. But what I'm saying is this. The suffering you're avoiding right now, the discomfort you keep running away from, that's where your transformation lives. That's where the cave you're afraid to enter and everything you desire is inside it. Think about it like alchemy. You can't make gold without fire. You can't forge steel without heat. Transformation requires destruction first. The caterpillar doesn't go gently into the night. It dissolves completely into the cocoon. It has to die the little death before it can become something new. We're taught to avoid pain, to optimize for comfort, to choose the path of least resistance. But comfort is a trap, because nothing truly worthwhile exists inside your comfort zone. And action doesn't hurt. Of course it doesn't hurt, but it's never pleasurable either. It's just nothing. A slow fade into irrelevance. And look, suffering comes in different types, different forms. For some people it's chosen, like Goggins drilling it into his mind, body and soul for years. For others it's imposed, like Luke Skywalker getting his ass kicked by Darth Vader. But both paths lead to the same place, transformation through pain. My suffering was both. I avoided the pain until life thrust it upon me. And I had two choices. Complain and stay where I am, or endure and become something new. I chose to endure, not because I'm special or strong, but because the alternative, staying comfortable, staying stagnant, staying dead inside, that scared me more than the pain. And here's what happened. I started creating again. I'm shooting my short film in a week. And I started to write again. And I even started this channel. Not because I suddenly found the motivation or inspiration, but because the suffering removed the lie I'd been telling myself. The lie that I need the perfect conditions for me to begin. The lie that I could stay comfortable and create and still grow. I want you to think about your life right now. What suffering are you avoiding? What discomfort are you running away from? What truth are you refusing to face because it will hurt too much to look at it directly? Because whatever it is, that's sacred. Your suffering is sacred. Not because pain is good, but because transformation lives on the other side of it. You can keep choosing comfort. You can keep telling yourself that you'll change when things get easier, when you feel ready, when the right conditions come. But those conditions never come. Comfort never leads to growth. It just leads to more comfort. Until you wake up 5 years later and realize you've been dying so slowly that you didn't even notice. Or you can lean into discomfort, not because I'm telling you to, not because there's a moral imperative, but because deep down you already know, and action is painless, but it's never satisfying.